Here's how to remake Backyard on FL Studio. Now, this song was produced by Ozzy, Sense and Mike Dean. The key is B minor and the BPM is 140. Step 1. The melodies. Now for the melodies, we've got the sample, a bass, a Rhoades, a lead and an ARP. Starting off with the sample, this sample is called Distant Lover by Martin Gaye and it's the live version. What you want to do is go to about a minute into the song and there is this little section here. And there's essentially 4 chops that you need to get from that. I've done the 4 chops here and this is what they sound like. After that, there's a little bit of EQ and you've got to do, take out a bit of the high end, and then that's that first bit done. Also at 2 points in the song, there's a different version of the sample chop where it's just the first sample chop repeated over a 4-bar section. Now moving on to the bass, I've gone for a very subby bass off Analog Lab. It sounds very similar to the original, and it's just a simple progression with 3 notes in it, and it sounds like this. Following that, beneath it is a Rhoades, which you can hear if you listen very closely to the song. It's just laid under the sample. I think this is the accurate chord progression. I might be a little bit off, but it sounds very similar. And yeah, this is what it sounds like. Then after that, we've got a lead. This comes in at a couple points where the sample kind of drops out into a Love Filter automation that I've made. And it's just these notes on screen. I've used a Xenology preset. Again, it's just a simple square wave lead. The original's a little bit different. It's got a bit more detune on it, but this is the closest I could find. Then finally we've got the ARP. It's not technically an ARP, it's like more of a bell pluck sound, but it's played in like an ARP with just a ascending 4-note pattern. I've used what I think might be the original preset. It's called Chorus Vibes off the Juno 106. It sounds very, very similar. I tweaked it a little bit with some extra reverb and also that transient at the start you hear, I kind of cut it off a little bit with an EQ just because it's not as harsh in the actual song. It sounds like it's more of a glide. But yeah, here's what that sounds like. And once you've got all the melodies, here's what they sound like together. Step 2. The drums. Now for the drums, we've got a kick, a snare, a hi-hat, an open hat and an 808. Other than the hi-hat and the open hat, these are the identical sounds used in the song. I couldn't quite get the accurate open hat, it's very close, but the hi-hat is a bit off. I think they've used like a live hi-hat loop in the song because it sounds very vintage compared to the one that I've managed to find, which I just had to find a similar hi-hat sample with a bit of reverb and a wider sound on it. But yeah, the patterns are very simple. The 808, again, it's not too hard, and the drums are probably the easiest bit of this remake. There's just a lot of different patterns, especially for the kick, so it took a bit of time. But here's what they sound like. Step 3. Mixing and mastering. Now finally, there was a decent bit of mixing and mastering to do. mainly to do with some automation clips on the volume and also that love filter automation clip that I mentioned previously on the sample that comes in when the lead plays. Essentially what I did was I just got an EQ, moved it down, automated that it came on, and then just recorded by moving the automation up and up and up until all of the frequencies were heard again, like in the song. And then the other automation was just on the volume for the lead when it plays that little bit that I don't think anyone's actually noticed, but the lead does play in the main part of the song. It's just like a stab, like a long note. And then also I automated the volume for the actual sample because it seems to get a little bit quieter when the vocals come in. But yeah, once you've got all that, you should have a very, very close remake. Thanks for watching. Check out the FLP in the description. Here's the full beat.